And that mind that you're developing in that delusion of yours that you're some sort of big kingpin, that you're going to be a multi-millionaire down the line, that's a rarity in the game. And the majority of that rarity are snitches who have worked alongside the authorities in the city to become that rich untouched. Don't be stupid and think any different. You cannot be a criminal and be a multi-millionaire without working alongside the authorities. I don't give a what city you're from. Think about it, mate. Think about it, like. Imagine me becoming a multi-millionaire off crime. Do you think I'd survive? Do you think the police would let me? Think about it. What's the difference with me and all these other gangsters from the city that become millionaires? What is it? Why are they being left? Do you understand what I mean? And that's the way it was with us. It's like we were the only firm getting nicked. We were the only firm getting harassed by the local coppers. All the others weren't. No, the ones we were upsetting was getting left alone. And that's how deep it is, like when I used to go to a gym on so what happened, we started doing madness in the area, right? And it was offending the local gangsters like your McDonald's, your Champs, the Farleys, all this little clique. And they were naughty, don't get it twisted. They were naughty. And they had everyone shook. Honest. So we're offending them by robbing their associates and taking their drugs off them and their money off them. And no one can do more. The Farleys are chasers every so often. Do you understand what I'm saying? All of a sudden, we start getting crazy tactics off Gary Doolin and Officer Bird and Officer Jude and all these steroid abusing police officers started targeting our estate. And I'm thinking, wow, why are they doing this? We weren't as bad as no one, mate. There were some kids well worse than us around the area. You know, you had kids lower breath and, you know, them type of kids, they were game as well. Do you understand? And they were doing madness as well. In other parts of Anfield, they were just doing match everywhere. But the point I'm making is the amount of attention that we were getting off this squad of police wasn't justified for the level of activity we were at that moment in time. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Now years later, when the cracks have covered a little bit and we're sort of like on a high and by terms with them now, you know, we're growing older now, they're becoming aware of the risks. So they're like high and by lads, you don't care, you know, keeping it sweet with us. So I started going to this gym on Edge Lane, Fitness First. Used to be a big gym called Fitness First on Edge Lane. And all them used to go there. Farleys, Champ, McDonald's and all their little rodents used to all go there. So I've gone there because I used to have a mate who used to mix with them called Lee White, snowy, decent little kid. And he used to from Anfield. I don't know where he is now, like, but back in the day, he was Billy's mate, but I had it with him as well. So I started going to that gym with him. So I went to meet him at this gym and I couldn't believe my eyes, mate. I couldn't believe my eyes, like. I've gone in this gym and them coppers that have been targeting us for 6 months, 7 months, something like that, ages. They're all training with this McDonald's and this Champ and it looks like the best mates. And I'm not boasting, like, you know, standing in for them and that and helping them with the weights and all. And I'm just like, wow. It was just, and that's the first time that my eyes really opened up to the culture between organised crime and the authorities in the city of Liverpool. And you know, it's not wrong. I weren't wrong. You know, you've only got to look at it now. You know, watch Chris Farley now. You understand what I'm saying? He's a Freemason. High ranking Freemason for Chris Farley now. How the fuck from giving kids guns to commit murder like he did with us to being a Freemason in 12 years? How do you run round the city of Liverpool doing what they've done? How do you import drugs in the tons from France and all this shit? Get caught. How would you go on and do what you've been doing in the city when in 2004 being mad, and then when I get on 216 you're a Freemason? How the f did you spin that from that? How? And just how long was you involved in that circle before you come out publicly? Do you understand what I'm saying? And we all know how them circles work, mate. They don't give a f if you're a perv or a policeman. They'll sit at a table with you. You're my brother. Do you understand? It's like their little religion. And their network will span every level of society. Judges, politicians, MPs and doctors, police officers, bin men, collared men, all of it. They just right through it all, because it's a brotherhood of man. Do you understand what I mean? It's mates. And there's loads of people on it. And there's loads of people, men, that just join it, and then they're on it, but they're not in it, if that makes sense. Does that make sense to you? So right now, if I wanted to go into Freemasonry, I could sign and fill an application in and become a member of Freemasonry. It's like a political party. Well, basically, if you've got an open mind, that's the political party of the future. They've got it sewn up, mate. If you look at it in the context I've just said to you there, they've got it sewn up. They've got the money, they've got the manpower, they've got the network, all in the right places. You know, mate, it's got to be scatty. Why is it free to sign up, says Aaron? I don't think it is. I think it's like anything. You need to spend a little 50 quid or something so you get an armband. It's like any other fraud, isn't it? So basically, what Freemasonry is now mightn't have used to be, because used to be, as far as I was concerned, when I used to understand like the Freemasonry, I just thought it was judges and barristers and, you know, people of legal stature and public importance. Now it's riddled with high-ranking criminals. So basically what you're looking at is an organised crime group. That's what Freemasonry is. Whether you like it or not, call it a men's society, call it a men's club, call it a brotherhood. When you've got high-ranking criminals within your ranks officially, you're an organised crime group. So now, if any criminal upsets the Freemasons, they have got people within Freemasonry that they can go to. Can you shut him up for me? Because Chrissy's still got contacts on the streets that can go and shut him up. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's the way it works. That's the way it works. That's how power works. Anyway, we've had an interesting conversation, haven't we? What time is it? 1:10. I'm not tired of yous. 370 people in here. So I'm doing something right if you're still listening. Yes, Star.